I'm so excited about this. This is our first podcast of the year. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yes.
So much fun.
So to celebrate, I decided, or we decided, to use this episode to speak on the topic of friendships. What about your friends? What about your friends? Are they gonna be around? Are they gonna let you? I don't know. All right, so we decided to change this up just a little bit today. We decided to grab a bowl, the ugly bowl, but it's okay. It's not the best looking bowl, but we have subtopics where everyone can pull from the bowl, and everyone, right? Shake it up, girl. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Where everyone can pull from it. That way, everyone will have a chance to, go around and we can talk about every topic. We'll go through it until I guess our time's out. So who wants to start? Actually, no, we have Santino today, special guest. Yes.
Hey.
We also have Henreatta.
Hey.
We have Stephanie, Beyonce.
Hey, Beyonce today.
Yes. And then we have Marcelena. I just love how that rolls off the tongue. Yes, Marcelena. Well, I've been doing salsa dancing lately, so I've just been so excited.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I know. I can't dance, girl. I have 2 left feet. It's been awful.
But it's fun.
I know it is.
fun.
It's a
That's
workout.
what it's about.
Listen,
Yes.
it's up there with the African dance, and I swear,
Come on
'cause
now, I'm
this-
Everything's derived
We
from
were getting
Africa. Shoot.
I know.
We're getting it, okay?
It's up there.
You know that Afro Boricua, so you know that's pull from it.
She really had a whole session of African dancing tutorials
Nice.
at her house. It's awesome.
Beautiful.
So yeah, who wants to start by pulling from the bowl? Anybody?
Me, I'll start.
Yes, awesome sauce. Friends, yes.
Friends.
How many of
Friends.
us have them?
Friends.
Right. Okay. Mine says evolution, transition of friend.
Ooh. What are your thoughts?
I'm not sure.
No.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna pass this one to Stephanie.
Well, we were kind of talking about that like before we started to record. I mean, just like
Yeah.
I guess kind of what it means to me. Like, I mean, a lot of things can make a friendship evolve. I mean, you kind of can transition out of friendships. Number one, I mean, you can
That's
kind of
scary.
get a little bit older, and then people don't seem to mature with you. You know, you might even like with professional settings. Like sometimes you make friends at a job. And then you get a new position, you might not have those same friends. They might become associates and whatnot. A friendship growing, and then like I have people that I do still consider my friends, but then I have people like, okay, these are my sisters now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what
That
it
is
right. So
evolution.
that's what it kind of made me.
How do you
What kind
think
of
of?
mind?
How do you guys? Okay, so what are your challenge, or what is the challenge, or how would you make that transition from say someone who is your friend to say a potential new bae? Like,
Ooh.
how are you making that transition? What does that look like?
I don't like to date my friends.
You
I mean,
know what?
I get it. Like, I get it. And it's like, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, it seems like that's kind of a fluent transition, especially
Yeah.
if it's a guy friend. I mean, like, but I have a ton of guy friends.
So you don't need no more.
Right. And it's like, it just makes it, because, like, I know, not saying everybody that is my ex is, like, somebody that I don't get along with anymore, but a lot of times that definitely changes the situation. I mean, once we've kind of, bumps uglies, then, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different.
over,
It's
yeah.
a whole nother level of
It's different.
intimacy,
Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely.
Oh, what about you? Are you transitioning to like
So which part, the bae?
bae?
Or okay. So now myself, I'm not for dating someone who is my current friend,
Yeah.
right? Because you have this history there. I can see how it can evolve into a relationship from a friendship. But at the same time, and let me try to write this out clearly, I cannot date you without us being friends first. But it's
yeah,
it's different because
different.
it's intentional.
Yeah.
So whereas us starting off as friends and then just, knowing each other and already having a love and a bond for one another and growing into a relationship versus someone that I meet and I am intentional on, I have to get to know you as a friend first.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like the things that you would do to a person that you just kind of talking to,
Right.
you're not going to do that with someone
That's
who
true.
is truly your friend, who you really care about.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where
That's
I
kind of
am.
like the whole courtship thing. Nobody believes in courtship.
Yes.
So I was
Yes.
like, that's a different...
That's ghost
Courtship,
this
right.
thing these days. we're not doing courtship
Right.
no more.
No.
Why though? Like that's a whole step that gets skipped. Like
does.
they want to skip
Right.
from, I mean, before the first date to sleeping with you. Like
Right.
you
Netflix
know?
and chill. Like, what you
Right.
doing next? You want to come over? Like,
It's this instant gratification era.
absolutely.
So like I was saying earlier, like it's like the evolution of like different culture times and like how we like growing as like a culture and a society to where our expectations of what our friendships are now. It's like we could just skip certain steps because everybody just wants things quick now, and it's just like we're so accelerated.
I want the whole process. Like
You know,
I need the.
but some people don't. You know, some people don't do that.
we
Right.
can't
Some
skip
people
the,
they just
the
jump.
first date.
No,
You
Some
can't
things
skip
just
the
happen.
step, the
Right.
first kiss.
Gratification.
They skipping the first kiss now. You know, they stepping it straight into the bed, Netflix and chill.
Absolutely.
Right, you know, especially
I'm
when
like, I just met you.
Right.
I don't feel comfortable. But I don't know who, if anybody put this topic in there yet. Like the friend zone.
Oh,
If somebody
yeah.
put that in there, then we won't make that as far as the transition or evolution, because I feel like a lot of times you will automatically put a person in a friend zone. In their mind, they're going to transition to
Right.
your bae, you know.
Speak on it.
Oh, my
You see
goodness.
what I mean?
In their
I'm sure we got a couple pocket
Keyword.
bays or pocket husbands to the side. Like, I mean, I'm single. I know that I probably got a couple guys that I got to the side that I probably, if I
Yes.
would act right, whatever
Yeah.
that means, that I could probably be married by now.
Oh,
But
my
I
goodness.
totally friend zone these guys. because
Yeah.
I'm just like, he's not hard enough. He ain't alpha enough. He ain't something
Oof.
that I ain't feeling.
be like, you
you
only
know,
go for an oil change.
Oh my God, no!
you
or
only
the
good
mall.
for a Panera. Okay.
Shut up.
I need my breaks fixed.
No.
I need some real lobster. Okay.
But that's a real thing. So I guess we'll transition into that topic, because the friend zone is a real topic. Oh my goodness. And a lot of women, a lot of single women, we will automatically friend zone a guy. And some of us won't even do it intentionally. Some of us will
Absolutely.
subconsciously friend zone a dude. But in their mind, they're waiting for that next, that
Yes.
moment of vulnerability, or that next time you need something, hey, I'm here for you. Whatever you need, and so that's where blurred lines, get
Absolutely.
stepped
I mean,
on.
you seen it with
Agreed.
Biggie, you seen it with Faith Evans and Stevie J.
What? How?
For real though.
I
No.
know you by yourself, and I'm just gonna be here for you.
Yeah.
Oh, because the old dude
It-
passed away.
It
Oh,
happens.
you're right.
It's real.
Creeping in the
He was
background.
in there saying, "Baby, baby,"
Waiting for his chance, just creeping in the background.
No, that's so scary though. What are your views on the friend zone? Are you like friend zoning dudes and then calling them pocket? You got them in your back pocket type of.
Yeah, and then just, I mean, I have
That's honest
a
though.
lot of people, a lot of dudes that I friend zone, like, real quick, like, listen. But they already know, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm friend zoned. I'm not even going to try her, because I know
Wow.
she got her situation. Because, like, to touch on the evolution part of a friendship, like, I feel like now in my stage of life, I don't have many friends. Like,
Yeah.
I just have, like, two
That's
people
the real
that
thing.
are my real friends that, like, are real friends.
Yeah.
And then, like, my relationships are different. I mean, they're not my friends,
It's
but
like it's levels to
Like
this.
association.
yeah. And then I feel like everyone who I associate with knows my situation. Like, oh, she only got like 2 friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the evolution. Because later, when I was in high school earlier, I had all the friends.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
everyone was my friend. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh my God, new friend.
Yeah, but were they really your friends?
No, probably not. But
Yeah.
I matured and
Yeah,
I
definition of
transitioned.
friendship
Right,
changed.
it's changed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now I really just only have 2 friends,
Wow.
and the
Maybe
whole
those
time.
Connections change too, because like I mean,
Absolutely.
like sports. You can be friends with people for sports, especially in
Yeah,
high school.
yeah.
I got a lot of track buddies. Like, we're still cool.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
But
'Cause
it's
I-
the
If you came up to me and was like, can I borrow
transition.
$20? I may not give it to you, but I can direct you in the right direction.
I mean, you said I will point you, all right?
You're that friend.
DoorDash or something. I'm
Right,
like, they got
I'm
DoorDash, they got Uber.
figure this
you
out
know.
together.
Instant paychecks, okay? That direct deposit hit right away. That
Okay,
instant
okay.
transfer,
We can
okay?
get you there.
I am not a
So-
Cash App.
That was the evolution, transition that I experienced
Wow.
personally, So
How many people you got in your back pocket?
Me? None.
No, okay.
No. That just isn't my purpose personally. Personally.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't have any. When I feel huge difference. when I feel a person is worthwhile, and it takes it takes quite a while for me to make that decision. But when I feel a person is worthwhile, then I am all in. I invest that time. That isn't off jump or anything, but it's once that decision is made, then I'm very intentional about it. So
You don't have no guys you can call for Panera?
You know,
I don't. I mean, not that I don't have
I'm
it,
saying, they're
but I
not-
don't call
they're not
any.
guys
So,
you're sleeping
right.
with, you know, they're just literally
I have.
they want the company.
tire change,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
I need your Hulu account.
that is not me. Me is not she. I certainly could, but I don't even have that time to just be like,
Pull
hey,
effort, yeah.
pull up and like. I don't. However, it is different because Michonne knows that I have a lot of male best friends as well.
Yeah.
So I have male best friends that I have grown up with since we were all kids
little
together.
kids,
Like,
yeah.
yes. So if that need is already filled, and it's gonna be filled by someone who's been a part of my life for the last 20 plus years. Ooh.
Yeah.
Versus this guy that I kind of met that might be a little cool and we just gonna kick it. Like, that doesn't serve the purpose that that I care about at this time.
At this one in your
The
life.
Pocket Bay is not
Yeah.
even someone you gotta spend time with.
gotta spend time
They're
with
just
them.
somebody that you might have talked to in the past and you thought was going somewhere, but then you're like, okay, this guy is not really somebody I'm really interested in like that, and then you
Right,
just kind of
exactly.
they're just there.
What if
You know what I
Pocket
mean?
Bay was married though? Are we
And then
still
that's
using
messy.
that?
I don't
okay.
mess with no husbands. That's one thing I don't do.
Listen.
No husbands.
We got
No, girl,
stories.
you know,
That's me.
no side chicks.
Yeah.
No side chick. I mean, I think that you shouldn't want to be a side chick at any age, but like, I mean,
I've
me
seen
especially now, I'm like, okay. I mean,
It
like that's
seems
what
are
they're-
we doing?
It seems
Yeah.
like they're more prone
Yeah.
to giving because they don't want their significant other
Yeah.
to find out that they are creeping. So they're like, you know what? As long as I got everything taken care of,
Yeah.
you know. But
Side
yeah, I've
chick
never
era is
respected it. Yeah.
definitely- yeah.
I hope that's dead and
for
gone.
real.
I mean,
hope
side
it's
chick.
dead.
In
I hope it's
2020,
dead.
hopefully, what's left.
Come
'cause,
on now.
You know,
You
where
know?
are
Yes.
we giving? I mean, and I have like, I'm always about go after the person that owes you the loyalty at the end of the day,
Boom.
never the side chick.
Yeah.
But I do feel like if you willingly know and you involve yourself
they
in
with
a
somebody?
relationship with somebody, then you got to get drags. I mean, like, and I didn't even.
It's on
I'm
you.
just saying. I mean, it don't even have to be
You
a
gotta come
fight
in.
or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna come to you woman to woman, but I'm gonna let you know about yourself. And that's not me coming to you woman to woman. It's like you, and then I'm gonna let him go, and then I'm.
gonna read you real quick.
Thank you,
gotta
thank you,
let
and
you
that's
know.
just what it is.
Wait,
because
but that's another topic. Like,
It is,
have
absolutely.
y'all ever been a
Absolutely.
side chick?
Oh
I
my
have,
God.
So, I mean, but that's a whole nother
That's
show.
right.
That
That's
is
what I'm
another
saying.
episode. We gotta write that one down.
Period. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a whole different
It
topic.
absolutely is.
and, like,
it absolutely is.
Bro, that's
It's
dead
a whole
on.
nother pocket.
Yeah.
I'm over here like,
No, and you're right, because there's levels to it as well. Because
Absolutely.
because it's not.
Exactly.
It's
No
not all-
shame.
It's not always clear cut.
Our conversation. Like,
Bro.
It's not always clear cut. Information
Right.
is not always,
Absolutely.
put out in the open on the
Absolutely.
first encounter. So,
Yeah. But
yeah,
I know
you
some
can be a
side
side
chicks
chick
who
by
happy
default.
side chicks though.
Yeah,
Like I know
right.
they
It just
they
happened
happy.
that way.
I'm like this. If that show calling, I'm like this. If that show calling, then by all means go for it. If that is show calling.
Oh no.
But hide in the bushes
But hide in
though.
the bush. No,
all
because
right, let's take
Well,
another
make sure
topic.
We got you.
Cause I'm sweating.
I know.
Everybody going on the side chick.
wait a second.
It's
Oh
all
my
right.
God.
It's all
I
right.
know. I had to take my jacket off too.
Too funny.
Getting involved with your friend's friend, but your friend has an issue.
What? Who wrote that one?
Okay. Okay, I got you.
Okay, so are
I
we
had
talking
the
about
friend's friend,
and being
but your friend.
involved, like romantically, or
I wrote it generally.
you wrote it?
I wrote it from a personal life, but you know it's general.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, so getting involved with your friend's friend.
So should you paint us a scenario since you wrote the subject?
Oh yeah.
Don't name no names.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Right. Oh, did you go repost this on
You can use
Instagram?
X. Use X, subject X, and B.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like I knew this person who may have been, you know.
Right. You got it, Tino.
You know. Okay, so hypothetically speaking,
Boom.
there we go. Hypothetically speaking, So somebody was talking to somebody, right? Okay, so somebody hit somebody up, but their friend was like, don't talk to this person because this person is X, Y, and Z, right? But this person's like, they gonna do it anyway because they like this person. But their friend had a problem with, like, their friend had a problem with the person talking to this person because it just became a big mess because the person was like, they was creeping.
Ooh.
They was creeping. But the person who was messing around with the person didn't really know. They was just going along with the flow.
Oh, okay. So since we're generally speaking.
We generally speaking.
Okay, so I got a real scenario for you guys, for me. Similar, but we gonna name people. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
They know who they
That's
are.
how you cut.
No, they know who they are. They know.
Shit.
No, but listen to this though. I have no problem with saying this. You probably know this too. But no, I'm just saying. Okay, so my kid's father. Okay, so I have brothers and sisters. We're not talking about friendship anymore with this specific situation now. He could be a friend to these people, so I guess in a sense, whatever.
Friendship.
My ex, my kid's father. Oh, that's a big one. Like, he's still, like, my family still try to involve him in family activities. I'm like, bro, why are you calling this dude? Like, y'all going out to basketball games together, brother? Like, what is going on in life? Like, and I keep telling, I'm very vocal. As you know, as you guys may know, I'm not comfortable with this guy. Does not have an invitation. Love him though. It's great because he's my ex. I don't feel comfortable inviting him everywhere. I feel like there's a time and a place for everything. And for whatever reason, like my aunt asked me for their housewarming, is it okay if I invite so and so? I'm like,
not respecting that boundary.
No. Oh, my grandma. Oh my goodness. I love you, grandma. My grandma invited him. He still has access to the house, so he will come in the house, walk in. Hey, grandma, how's it going? Let me give you a hug. Oh, sugar, you want a plate? That was Christmas. Like,
and so what happens when you in there with Bay?
Right. What would happen? Like, luckily we haven't had that encounter before.
It's just gonna be what it is at that point.
Absolutely.
It's just gonna be what it is. You put yourself in that situation.
So,
you know what territory.
Okay, put yourself all the way in it.
And it's nothing against him. Like, he's doing nothing wrong, but he just keeps asserting himself somehow.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, let me move on. Like,
he wants to be seen. He wants to be in your life. I mean, that's totally him wanting to be in your life because why else would he want to be around except to just be
messy,
buzzing? You know what I'm
It
saying?
is
Go.
so weird. But my grandma,
something.
everybody knows where I stand with this, and I'm just like, bro. Like my dad, he will invite him to church, and I'm just like that. I think that's great. He's just, I know. He's supposed to be. He's a very charismatic guy. Like he's very charismatic. My family loved this dude, but like,
you loved him, and you still love him, but not
like,
love him.
Right? Like our relationship goes back, but I just don't feel like I'm in a place, and I probably won't be in this place for a very long time where I want to be in the same room with him, like for a period of time. And so, but people keep involving this dude. Like I was talking to my sister at one point, she was trying to do the same. I'm like, why do you guys have like, if it's for emergency purposes, have his number by all means.
Of course.
But no, for y'all to just, my mom called him the other day. I'm like,
see, that's a boundary issue. I feel like with you and with this. With your issue, it's gossip, and that was what I had touched. And I just wanted, and that's the thing about gossip in between friends. Like, it's one thing if you're talking about your friend, two friends, mutual friends are talking about a friend and talking about solutions for that friend. And it's another thing if you're talking about that two mutual friends are talking about that friend for entertainment.
Right, like my situation was like way deeper. It was way deeper.
Were they dating now?
But it's still gossip,
no,
you know?
No.
Oh, okay. No. You know what I mean by dating? Like, we're talking about friends, though, like, that are, friends with benefits. No. Let's pull from the bucket.
All right.
We elaborated on another episode.
When
I got more time.
We're going to call that one messy.
So we're going to have one that's going to be like a slumber party.
Oh, man. Yes, everybody wear their onesies.
Right. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
There we go.
Okay, so talk about expired friendships.
Oh, my God.
Note, expired friendships does not have to mean beef. It does not by any means.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
That's scary.
So I wrote that, and it's of a personal experience.
Yeah.
Like, I have a friend, and I love her dearly, and we traveled the world together. And that was my road dog. Like, I'm so sad that it's like an expired friendship, but it's really nothing that happened between us. We're just not like every day calling me, what's up, girl? What you doing today? I'm not sure. I haven't talked to her in like a year.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks.
And it's just so weird.
Travel
because
buddies are good buddies too.
That was
like,
I love her. Like, to this day, I love her.
Yeah.
And, like, people like, did you reach out? Maybe she still wants to be your friend. I'm
Right.
like, we don't have beef. It's not that we're not friends
Yeah.
anymore. It's just that it's
So reach
done.
out and tell
like,
her you like the way that your friendship was.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll respect that. So she might be feeling the same thing.
Are you okay with where you are right now? Is the question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Which
because you
is
don't
fine,
have
and
to.
I'm pretty sure she's fine with where she is.
Yeah.
Like, we have different friends. Like, I have a whole set of new friends.
Yeah.
And it's in a whole different, like, industry of
Yeah.
things. Because, like, in my 20s, I was, like, traveling the world, and that was my road dog. Like, I call her every single day. I call her 6 times a
Girl,
day.
where you at? Where we going?
I call her 6 times a day. We
Wow.
all the stories, but we used to like hop on a plane, go to Vegas, spend the night, and come home in the morning.
Wow. Yeah.
Like-
No sleep.
Yeah, we would hop on the plane, go to Vegas, party.
Yeah.
Girl, we took a shower in a hotel room that we didn't even have a reservation for.
Shut the
Girl, in the
Just one
bath-
time.
in the bathroom of the
I love
hotel
it.
room.
Yeah.
Y'all ready? You ready? Okay, but
my
anyways, I love her,
I love
and then
it.
our
That'd be the
friendship
best
is just
friendship. I love it.
expired. It's just
Yeah,
not
it
there
happens.
because
That's so
we're
scary.
in different places. Like,
Absolutely.
but I love her. I love you. So yeah.
Who else
Yeah.
had expired? Yeah.
You go.
Expired friendships. I mean, it's life. It's growth. You
Yeah.
know, as we are growing into the young woman that we are, we're gonna hit these different chapters of our lives.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the characters will not always be the same.
No.
Absolutely.
Okay. So and you're absolutely right about what you said as far as it does not have to mean that there's some type of beef or some type
Right.
of drama. Everything does not have to be messy, but it's a simple understanding of I'm still rooting for you from afar. We do not have I'm always rooting for you. We don't have to do the daily morning, afternoon, evening. Hey girl, what's up? What you doing now? What you up to? Da 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 da. Because we're getting busy. We're involved
Yep.
with other things.
Yep.
You know, we are working. We're going
got
back to
kids.
school. We have our families. All of these other things going on. We don't just have that free time that we once had. But it's still a mutual respect and understanding that's there. Just like you can sit here and say, that's my road dog. I love her. And it's literally like no ill feelings behind that. I
Absolutely.
think that's something that's very important that a lot of us have to be mindful of. Like every end or expired friendship or on pause or whatever the status may be in this chapter of our lives does not have to be the final say, and it doesn't have to mean that we just threw the towel in. It's just
Yeah.
we are continuing on with our regularly scheduled programs. We live it.
Boom.
Everybody is for a season.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for a season. No, I don't know what everybody for a
No,
season.
because think about it. Like,
don't say that.
like for example, the friends that you had in high school aren't your friends. Like they're not the same people to you that they
See,
once were.
there's different factors that go into that because I've had this conversation with everybody about my friends in high school. She's we here
You
together.
know,
We
we
survived
here.
that time
We here.
But
frame.
it depends.
Okay, but
Middle
no,
school,
in high
school,
school,
all
the
of
whole
that.
works.
Yes.
But like, no, seriously, if I could evolve with my friends from high school, I would have. Like, I had a group of friends from high school,
Yeah.
and one by one, they all fell off because of it could have been moral, situation or where how I was feeling at a certain time or career choices, different,
Yeah.
and for me, a lot of one of the biggest reason for me was morals. Like for me, that's a reason for me to end a friendship. Like if our morals don't align, and it doesn't have to be religion, because like I'm with everybody, but I feel like if our morals don't align, like you out here stealing, you out here sleeping with other men who got girlfriends or whatever the case is. I've seen it. Shut up.
I feel like there is
Fucking
shade.
it.
It's just shade.
No, it's not even that. It's just like, but like, no, for real. Like,
Even that part, not to cut you off, it's all about how you go about it.
Yeah.
Some
No.
people be shameless, and some people really be having a whole sad relationship,
Hallelujah.
but it's still a relationship.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Some people just be shameless,
No, they
ruthless
are
with it.
reckless,
So going about
okay?
it is a key factor.
reckless. I'm talking about clubbing, and I have friends who was out here. No, but seriously, I have friends who were out here who would ask me to go to the club, and I had to stop going out with them because what they would would do is they would go to the club and couldn't afford it.
Oh,
So
no.
no, seriously,
Oh,
I'm like, why would you go somewhere and you can't
Oh,
even?
no.
Who
Let's
did you
not
think
get
was
on
gonna
the
pay for this,
finances, no.
girl? Like that's a real.
No.
And then
That is
they
sad.
out here asking you for money the next day, and I'm just like, bro, so you can't afford to pay your rent because you went out to dinner last night at
Your priorities
yeah,
don't
prime
matter.
improper.
So leeches.
Boom.
We can we
those
speak
are
on
friends.
it?
Ah, yes.
Can we speak
Go
on
ahead,
it?
girl. Go ahead, girl. Talk on it. Talk.
Okay, all right.
Boom.
So there comes a point in
Listen, she's a baller. Okay, we could just throw that out there. for the
no,
world.
not at all, not at all, not at all. But there comes a point in your life where you have to own yourself, your space, your respect, your boundaries, and it covers so many different areas, but finances is certainly one, because finances can make or break a household.
Yes.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So when you have those people around, those leeches, we have to be very intentional with them and very purposeful. So I'm only going to give you so many chances, but I'm going to make myself very clear. If you don't have your things together, your finances together, whatever it may be, I'm going to be honest with you about it, because you need to hear it, and you already
That's
haven't
a
learned
real
it.
friend right
you
there.
already
But what if
haven't
you don't
learned
know
it.
why some people don't have that education.
Very
some people
true.
don't have that access nor resource.
Very true.
So I couldn't base my friendship off somebody's finances.
No.
That's very
And,
true.
and no one
We're
is
talking
saying
about
that.
when you know
Okay.
better, you do better.
Yeah.
And these people are not evolving. These are like people that you grew up with.
But
These are
why
people
not?
that
I don't know. I'm
leeching
looking
off
at
of you
like,
is
why
the-
not? Like
it
why
is-
not? People
listen.
don't do things for no reason. I feel like
Yeah.
for the most part, right? But I don't know. Just
talking
because I
about
have a
reckless
different
behavior.
background, I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of times than other people too. You know.
You know, but like,
So
Go for it.
but see that like something like that. What you're going for is like. You have your 5 different friends. You know, you got your friends you go to the club with. You got your friends that you gossip with. You got your friends.
which
that you
I don't.
just
I'm
have-
like Marcy.
No.
I don't have 2 friends literally.
No,
like,
but
I have like 2 friends.
You know what I'm saying? Like these
gotta
are
keep it small.
these are things that you
Right.
like categorize certain people in. So it's like if I'm
Friend or
friends
not.
with people that's in the hood, I wouldn't be friends. I wouldn't take them people with
Your
me
categories
to,
of
you know, they
friends.
just specific categories of friends. And
Yeah.
sometimes you can't do things with your executive friends or your well-traveled friends that
Right.
you can't do with the people that don't know nothing that's around the corner. You know,
Yeah.
that's a real thing.
I think that's why I have 2 friends now. Because,
you know.
Yeah.
because you guys align. You
They
fill
feel
each other
multiple
out.
needs.
You guys, you've learned their way. Not even learned their ways. You're bonding with these people. These are
Yeah.
people you're growing with. These are people that you're starting a relationship with, essentially. So
Yeah.
I mean that is a relationship, but for me financially they were reckless, and
Yeah,
it's
okay.
not just once or twice. These are things you see a pattern with, because these are your road dogs. You don't just let your friends go based off of
Yeah.
this, but when you have that conversation, because I'm your real friend, I'm gonna let you know, girl, you probably shouldn't be going out to the club tonight if you only got $10 in your pocket.
And if you can't be that honest with your friend, that ain't your
That
friend. in
is
the
not
first
your
place.
friend. And so that's just a conversation. You know what I mean? And I understand like the struggle, okay? So when you got that group of friends who y'all probably want to go to Taco Bell and y'all scraping up chains, maybe you might be in Florida somewhere and y'all like, ooh, I want to save my money for this or that or this and that. And so y'all putting money together for food. That's
Yeah.
like maybe you 18 or 19. You're just paint a picture or
That's a
something.
different type of struggle.
You
Let's
know what I mean?
rebond it.
And I'm not even
We're
gonna
not
put-
talking leeching on that.
I'm not even gonna put an age on it, because we do have those different struggles. Because something that happens at 20 can happen at 32.
Boom.
You know, and life can hit us at any point of our lives. But when it comes to people that are leeching off of you, is where you need to be careful, because one, those are not our true friends. You and
Yeah.
I had a conversation not too
Boom.
long ago
Yeah.
about people that only reach out to you when they want something.
And
That's a
it's sad.
whole different
It's
type
sad,
of
though.
person.
I mean, I've had people ask. I mean, I ain't talked to in years.
Right.
They will hit me up via text for
Come on
cash.
now.
Can you cash at me $10? What do I look like?
you ain't even give me a backstory,
I
like-
didn't, right, nothing like cash, or not even that. Sometimes there's been times where I didn't even get the text. I got the Cash App notification.
I done had to tell people about that. I don't do that. I do not
That's
respond.
crazy.
I do not do that.
Call
You
me.
better talk to
You the
me.
friend
Yes.
in the pocket.
You know what?
Sean.
Pray for me.
I'm sorry to break it to you.
I'm not though, 'cause I'm not on that baller level.
I'm just
I
kidding.
let that be known. Like my money goes to so many different ways. It's split so many different ways.
Right.
But But with
For
my friends,
sure.
I feel like there's the communication where everybody is, we're all on the same level. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And so when, say, if you were to go to Cedar Point and your friend lost her card or something like that, okay, boo, I got your back. But when this becomes a habit where, oh, you go to the restaurant, I don't have my money this time, or I don't have this. Whoa,
You
well,
gotta
who
be
do
more
you,
responsible.
like, I don't know.
Oh my God.
If I'm gonna pick up the tab every time, you might want to call Jason. He'll come through. The person in your back pocket.
Let me tell you, when you got friends like that, they be like, oh my God, my card, I left it out. Oh my God, I think I left mine too.
Shut up.
We gotta dine and dash.
I know. Shut up.
Oh
No,
my
you're gonna
gosh.
go to the bathroom and leave. Exit left.
Like, oh
I
my
can't
God.
stand you.
Let's pull another topic, because
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's do that. Oh no,
Who has to pull? Okay.
pray for me.
Oh my God.
I'm be
that's a
quick.
God.
If they aren't your friend, what makes a good acquaintance? Is
I
that
wrote
what
that.
Ooh. Well, let's define friendship real quick, because I gotta be quick. Okay, so friends, a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. So, with that being said, and I guess we'll talk about our perception about friends, the definition. But if they aren't your friend, what makes
A
a
good
good acquaintance? If they aren't my friend, I feel like everybody's a good acquaintance. I can hold a conversation. I can relate to everybody in the room, So there might be things where I want to go and hang out and do yoga with her. I want to go out to the mall and chat it up with her. Just go get this Panera. Just find that guy. With her, girl, let me go back to your house. Let's just chat up. Let me tell you what happened in my life last week. And with you, I mean, we can go to the studio. Like, we can go and, or African dancing with you. So, just saying. But what makes a good acquaintance, I feel like, is you being relatable. You being able to talk to everyone and actually being able to engage in conversation. Because believe it or not, I know people who won't even, they'll give you like one word responses
Yeah.
or very short. And I'm just like, oh, that's a waste of time. Like, I got to move on. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, if you're not relatable, it's nothing to talk about.
Or substantial.
Yeah, there you go. Like, we can't move forward. So everybody in my contact list got a personality.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you think you too cool for school, I'm not the one to be cool with. Like, I'm not. It's people who really think they too cool. Like, they'll be posted up somewhere. Hey, what's up? And I'm just like, no,
This
hey,
ain't
how's
the
it
refrigerator,
going?
my dog.
I know. I'm like, give me a hug. How's it going? Like, I'm like that cool person. Like,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't. Right, like I'm bubbly. I don't want to be in a fake or a phony or a generic relationship. Like I can't do that. I can't
Right.
be,
Yeah.
So I just want to say, because you know how I am.
Yeah.
I'm super bubbly. I am super outgoing, out there, a very extrovert type of personality. For our other counterparts that are not always as bubbly, something that I have had to learn recently, and it's for me, it has been an understanding and a respecting. So respecting a person's boundaries in their space. So me, if I meet you for the first time, I'm very likely to be like, oh, hey girl, all hugs. Okay.
Queen, hey queen.
Hey queen, hey sis. Okay, all right, all up in your face. Okay, it can be overbearing sometimes. So having to like really understand that from another person's view, I don't want to come off too strong, and I don't want to make a person feel uncomfortable, because there are people that are very conscious about their space, and they're not for all of the all up in your face type of people. So having to understand that about different types of people and how we maneuver, and realizing that it does not always mean that this person is an uninteresting person, because they may very well have some of the deepest thoughts once they are comfortable enough to share. So I think those comfort levels are where so many of us differ, and having to understand that when we meet different people and engage with different people accordingly.
Like, hey girl, how's it going? But no, you know what? You ain't never seen them and met them before.
Me, I try. So now what I try to do is match a person's tone and match a person's demeanor, and not to be fake or phony out of myself, but to really see where this person is at. So if you chilling and you like, you know, I'm not about to be all up in your face like Stephanie, girl, yes, like oh my god, you gonna be like, chill, right? So reading the room, reading our audience, and really, you know, having an understanding about what this person's comfort level is, especially with a new person, a stranger.
Right. And people don't respect those cues anymore because we're jumping into bed. You know,
exactly.
So that
social
circles back to that,
cues.
you know.
Yes, social cues.
So true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about you, Stephanie? You want to answer a question or you want to pull?
I will pull. I will pull.
Last pull of the day.
All right. Let me get a good one, right?
Yes.
All right. So, loyalty to a fault.
Whew.
To what extent, when does it end?
Oh my god, it never ends. If it ever ends, I don't know, man. They were never your friend.
Loyalty.
Okay.
Ah.
Like for me, I should be able to trust you. I mean, when I'm not in the room, it's trust. It's being honest with each other. It's like being honest with that friend and letting them know you are a leech and this friendship is going to end because you're fucking leeching off of me.
Right.
But it's what we want to get back. You know what I'm saying? To have that, but a lot of people don't know what it is. I can't define it. Webster can define it better, right? But
I feel like loyalty never ends. Like even if y'all not friends no more. Like
absolutely.
I feel like if you best friends with somebody or you really good friends with somebody, 9 times out of 10 they know some stuff about you that should never be revealed. Even after that friendship, that should be loyal. I shouldn't be hearing like if we evolve or I haven't. We just transitioned out of a friendship. I shouldn't be hearing about myself 10 years from now. From a mutual friend.
But I just it's the scenarios that just came in my
You
head.
know what?
That was just bestowed on me.
bestowed on me. Okay.
So, I do feel like loyalty with your friendships do come to it does come to like a head sometimes because it's like depending on the situation and how severe the situation. Like if you tell me I just killed somebody. I just did something. If you told me that, I'm associated with you. So that means I have to say something.
Yeah.
Like I can't just, it's certain. That's a little extreme.
Nah, that's very extreme.
That's very extreme. Or
if you saw something, say something.
Or let's say your homegirl got pregnant by somebody, but you know that the person that they got pregnant, they not the daddy, but you know who the daddy is.
It ain't my business.
It ain't none of my business.
None of my business.
But what if that was your homeboy though?
It's not my business.
So it's like
you can't involve yourself.
Not.
But at that point, would you still be?
What if he's still?
But what is your loyalty like?
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
a lot
your
to
homeboy.
consider.
That's so. But I'm saying, who do I know first? Like who? It kind of depends on who I know first, I guess. You know what
Or
I'm
the
saying?
strongest relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I'm cooler, he's my friend first, then of course I'm probably gonna tell my homeboy. I ain't even gonna lie.
Because I have friends
what's
right now.
right is right. So you might want to, that info. Hey, listen, you might want to go and talk to her about your kids.
Right.
You might want to go on Maury.
You might want to. But
Go down
see,
to friend
that's
of court.
still exposing. That's still exposing. Because I have friends now.
Say it without saying it.
Right. Because I have friends now that tell me like. Ever since they was like, well, that ain't none of my business who he's sleeping around with and doing all this other stuff. And I'm just like, oh.
Well, if you out here sleeping with him, maybe it is your business. But outside of that, no.
It's not. It's not. But I get where they're coming from. But it makes me question. Like, you're not talking to your friend about, like, you're not going to talk to your friend, like, especially if you know this person is, like, if the person that
girl,
they cheating
Marcy,
on is real cool.
we got questions, girl.
It makes me
we got questions.
Oh my gosh.
And that's a wrap. No.
Right. That's all, folks.
But I know not to stop you in that mid thought though, but we do have to wrap it up soon. We do have to wrap it up soon, but I love this topic of friends. I wish we can continue this longer because this is a real topic. Like we haven't even scratched the surface of topics to even go over because it's such a broad category. Absolutely. One thing I do want to talk about next time, just to give like a men. I just want to get that out the way. Oh my God. So we'll get together, y'all, next time. Until next time. Thank you guys. We had Henreatta, Stephanie, Marcelena, and special guest, Santino. Awesome song. I'm so happy.